Greetings everyone, my name is Towertale, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Towertale. Continuing on from the last episode, I'll now be playing through Lord Snicklefritz' storyline. He is the mage type character out of the four heroes. The four great rav mages who protect the world, the Mage of the West, Mage of the South, Mage of the East, and Mage of the North. And Snicklefritz is the one who gets chosen in the end. There are the issues happening in the world, so he ends up being the one to go. And Hysterius does not want to go in the first place. That aura of malice makes me rather suspicious that, in fact, there is a secret final boss in the game. Of course, I looked at free mode, and there is in fact an extra floor at the top of the tower. Anyway, this is a tutorial for Snicklefritz. As I said, he's the mage type character. So he has access to four elements: fire, water, earth, and air. He has 3 tiers of magic based off how long I hold down the charge button. Basic Fireball, Tier 2 Fireball, and Tier 3 Fireball. But casting spells cost stamina, and I can't use my attacks if I'm out of stamina. Tier 2 Water actually heals me. That'll be useful in longer battles. Large Icicle. A shield. And drop a giant rock on the enemy. I wish I had a training dummy to use. So when I use Tier 2 Air, I can fly temporarily. And still use magic when I'm in mid-air. And Tier 3 Air is a Tornado Strike. I think I'm all set. I wonder what boss I'll start it with. Ah, it's going to be the wolf then. Apparently it revived itself after Lionel defeated it. Or perhaps Snicklefritz was the one who defeated the wolf in the first place. Any dialogue, Snicklefritz? We're just staring at the wolf. Alright, this time the cutscene's working. I actually tried exiting over to the menu, but then the game hung. That was an odd glitch. Time to find the source's malice. And there's the wolf. As I was saying, I think Snicklefritz was the one who defeated it first. I'm starting to believe that Ognimus is not really granting the character's wishes. He's just creating illusions for them. But I'll have to see at the end of the game whether that holds true. The Tier 3 version of the Fireball even applies a damage over time effect. As this is a frost-based boss, I believe it's better to use fire spells for this. Water still works nicely against him though. So let's finish this. The heroic Giga Frostwolf has been defeated yet again. Even easier than with Lionel. Oh, there's Gil. He was waiting all this time? Well, I suppose so. I wonder how long Snicklefritz's storyline is going to be. Is it going to be as long as Lionel's, as short as Faindrel, or somewhere in between? I get the feeling I'm gonna face off against the giant slime next. That brings up an interesting question. How did Gil get past the wolf then? Did he defeat it? Or did he just wait for it to get killed by a different traveler and went ahead afterwards? Yep, upcoming is the slime boss. I suppose I'll be facing off against all the bosses in the adventure then. Or at least most of them. Probably with the exception of Keo, for example. As he did KO Snicklefritz in Faindrel's storyline. Oh, this battle will be so much easier with a ranged character. Let me try using the giant rockfall spell against it. It does spend the majority of the battle stationary after all. I need more time to charge up the spell though. Perfect. So I think it's better to use stationary spells for the majority of the fight. I wonder if bosses have elemental weaknesses and resistances. One of the issues of playing as Snicklefritz is that I can only attack when I'm standing upright. I cannot attack while crouching. And it's done. I perfect ran the heroic Slime King. As I said, it's easier to do with a ranged character. So far, Snicklefritz feels like a more difficult character to play compared to Faindrel. I do enjoy swapping between the 4 elements when the situation needs it. It makes Snicklefritz feel like a very versatile character. Well, this is different. And the mysterious voice has a much more menacing tone. So the Eternal Watcher is harboring some malice. I'm now a bit more concerned about him. Here comes the Minotaur again. It should be much less frustrating with him, as I can consistently attack him from range. Plus it's a lot easier to dodge him with my second tier air spell. Snicklefritz poses a good question. How did he end up in this position? The Guardians are stuck in an eternal cycle of dying and respawning for future travelers. Another nice thing of playing as Snicklefritz is that I can recharge my stamina while dodging. Plus his dodge distance is longer than Lionel's. Not to mention he can heal himself. Compared to Lionel's encounter with him, this was a cakewalk. All because I can attack him from range easily, from any position, and because my dodge distance is longer. So that's how he responds. And he proceeds to ignore me. Or not. Now he's just ignoring him. Good. I suppose the true final boss is chaining all these guardians here. Crazy theory I have on my mind now. All these guardians are previous travelers who died here in the tower, and were transformed into these monsters and warriors by this mysterious malice figure. It's time to reap the Reaper. Gosh, the fully powered fire spell is super powerful. As long as I'm facing the boss, I can release it at any elevation and it will hit them. And even though the amount of damage it deals with its first attack is the second most out of the 4 fully charged spells, it procs the burning damage over time effect. Oh, hi there, Lionel. This is where he faces off with the Reaper, then. Snicklefritz is not really the easy mode of the game, he feels more like the normal mode, whereas Lionel relatively is the hard mode. leaving Faindrel as being the easy mode. I just wonder how difficult Dark Echo's playthrough is going to be. It's about time for the giant rock golem encounter. If my assumptions on elemental weaknesses holds, they should be weak to either the ice spells or the air spells. So let's try out my Tearite now. Seems to work decently, but the charged up fire spell has a damage over time effect. Doesn't seem effective, so let's try fire now. It doesn't burn it over time, so the fully charged ice spell is the best option. I don't think this game has elemental weaknesses, but certain guardians have resistances to certain effects. First phase done. I forgot to mention that, just like the fully charged fire spell, the fully charged water spell is also fire and forget. Or rather, very forgiving as to where you can target the boss from. Here comes the background attack. I had no idea where those two large laser beam attacks would come from. Like here, for example, I had no idea it was going to the left. There needs to be a better tell for this. Another issue when playing as Snicklefritz is that when I'm charging up a spell and take a hit, I lose my charge. I wonder if it's faster to just pelt the bosses with tier 1 spells, or to just focus on charging up your tier 3 spells. I'll have to test it out later. That'll be important for heroic mode. So far so good. No game overs yet. In general, playing as a melee character in this game is more of a downside. And here's where Lionel meets up with Snicklefritz, this time from Snicklefritz's perspective. I feel the ranged characters aren't the best balanced, though I feel Snicklefritz is a lot better balanced compared to Faindrel. After all, in order to use his most powerful attacks, you need to make sure you don't take damage for at least 2 seconds. And that's the same option I picked during Lionel's playthrough. For a moment there, I thought I was going to face off against the Swindler next, but no, that's actually the next boss. Dark Echo makes his first appearance in this story here, and it's also his second appearance in the entire LP. We saw him first during Faindrel's storyline. He even has an awesome theme song. He's gonna be another melee character, so I'm a bit worried how difficult this is gonna be. And he's looking to be a rogue or thief-like character. Likely he has a higher damage potential compared to Lionel, but his defenses are poor. Is he gonna hurt himself? That attack reminds me exactly of one of the attacks the Lightning Samurai does. I get the strong impression playing through his storyline is going to be rather entertaining. One of the few characters who doesn't give their reasoning. Time to face off against the Sandworm. Let me see if it has an elemental weakness. I don't know what it'd be weak to though. Water? They seem to be affected by the frost though, so maybe that's his weakness. And done. Compared with Faindrel, I'm having a lot more fun with him. He feels like a more skill-based character with a lot of damage potential, but you need to learn the boss patterns and be careful not to overextend, as you get punished rather hard if you take a hit. At the very least, he seems to have the same amount of HP as Lionel does.